So let's talk about the data breaches that can happen because of shadow data. Very important. If we look at the cybersecurity aspect, which is a big threat that no one talks about. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. And shadow data becomes a part of data privacy because shadow data predominantly is on file servers, open files, could be desktop data also, where a lot of PI is. It's very rare, though it does happen, that you copy the entire database and keep those copies. But for sure, it does happen for file servers and open file data. So what is shadow data? We talked about it in the last 2-3 days. It's that unmanaged, forgotten data that you have in an organization. You have the data, you copied it somewhere, and you forget it. Why do you forget about it? And how can you afford to forget about it, about the data just like that? But these are the copies which are never accessed. And sometimes you don't even remember that you have these copies. Legacy systems have old data which are of no use. There is a lot of data that is shared with third-party vendors. You believe they have, as per the contract, they have deleted it. They have actually not deleted. They are still retaining it, right? So such kind of data which is available somewhere in your organization. I talked about this case study in the earlier videos. Uh, Automobile company took all the customer data, did a small trial on that data. Customers' PIIs, including their driving preferences, all got captured. They did a trial was good. They copied this data to object storage on cloud. And because they thought data is not very critical, they didn't apply security. So I don't mind non-critical data getting lost, right? But non-critical for me could be critical for someone else. Hackers picked up the data and utilized the phone numbers of the customers available in that. So the entire concept of data security went off. The organization saved money on storage cost, but spent a lot of money on mitigation and handling the breach situation. So all backups and all archives that are stored on tapes, they are another form of shadow data. And why are they shadow data? There also you have a lot of unmanaged things. For example, on tapes, and my retention policy is 5 years. In my experience of last 25-30 years of handling backups, it's very rare that someone will recall a 6-year-old or 10-year-old tape to format it. What if the tape gets lost? Because not only that I'm not formatting it, I'm not even managing it. I'm saying it's of no use to me. Right? My compliance issue is 5 years. Fine. What about the older tapes? What if that got lost? What if that someone steals it and recovers data out of it? Right? So that becomes a huge shadow data. What a archival policy. Archival policy says 1 year online, 4 years archival, 5 years plus deleted. Online and archival storage fully covered by remote, the robo access, the role-based access, as well as fully covered with encryption and all. So there is no risk, less risk of the breach from there, right? So how does breach happen? Unsecured cloud storage, we saw a case study already. Old employee records, old backups, they have AIS. Old employee records do get dumped here and there, right? I do assessments and I find out on file servers, generally 60% of data is something that has not been accessed for last 5 years. The management, including IT, would say we don't know whose data it is. But it has PIIs because these are Word and Excel files, a lot of PIIs. So if you don't know what it is, delete it, but you've kept it as a shadow data. Sometimes you don't even know. That means data mapping and classification is not getting done. So lack of access control on this test data, the hackers exploit it by using the credentials or trying to attempt credentials of forgotten accounts. And we have international case studies also where we see that someone left the job, but the HR and the IT didn't even disable their account. Right? They didn't disable their access. So they end up scanning old inactive storages, misconfigured storages, and pull out the data out of it. They exploit the third-party SaaS applications for forgotten files and pull out the data of the data. So the hackers damage the things badly. Traditional security fails. Security is not supposed to be restricted to buying firewalls and creating that setup. Security includes saving data. If you do order discovery and track where your data is, if you see how your data is moving across your organization, then you actually know about it. Else the firewall or the role-based access is controlling a part of the data, not the entire data. Insufficient policies, especially for cloud environment, organizations don't have proper policies of secure cloud. Employee awareness is very, very restricted. They are not aware. They don't even consider it important to avoid shared data. A lot of employees, they are about to do something with live data, they'll make a copy of the data. When the live data activity is complete, the copy still resides either on an external device or on a part of the server or in a storage. Security audits do not even cover this. Security audits are also more worried about operating system patches, firewall patches, upgrades, this, that, not about the actual shared data. So, what are the best practices how you can secure the shared data? To secure the shared data, you should conduct regular data mapping and classification. You should use automated tools wherever possible. So, you should restrict access control and to perform least privileges access, right? So, data mapping will help you. And like I said in the assessment example, 60% of data has not been accessed for 5 years. Why is it there then? Segregate out the data, delete the unwanted one, securely want it, right? Use automated assessment tools for the same. The data retention policies are to be used for shared data. Monitor your data, audit your cloud environments very, very regularly, and train your employees on the sensitivity of shared data. Shared data could have personal data as well, so you need to be equally careful. So that's about the security of shared data. We'll discuss more about shared data in the coming videos. Do subscribe to my channel, share your feedback in the comment section. And if you like this video, please press the bell and like icon. Thank you.